Sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm late. I was feeding my dog. These things happen. But we're here. 2025. Testing. I should probably tell everyone that I'm live. Let me get a stream link. Oh gosh. I can't believe it. What a time to be alive. Lewis Hamilton in a Ferrari. 7 in the bumper club morning, you know. Don't piss me off. Can't believe this shit. I saw that it was at 10 o'clock. I said, bless. I got shit to do. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just double check that. Checked the BBC article yesterday. That motherfucker said, brother, testing is at 7 in the morning. 7 in a bumper club morning. Can you believe it? Welcome, Phoenix 85. Let's go. Benjamin, come on, you gooners. Track limits. Here we go. Oh, I can't believe this shit. I'm so sorry if my stream is like a bit laggy or whatever. I'm trying to get out of my contract with my internet provider right now so I can get Starlink. I know who owns Starlink. I know, but needs must. Needs must. Oh my God. Look at my puffy face. Look at my... But the trim is sharp. I know you man see the trim. I know you man see the trim. We're out here. Don't piss me off. Phoenix 85 is 2 a.m. there. Wow. Wowzers. Here he is. I can see him on track. Look how beautiful he looks in that Ferrari. Insane. I can't believe I'm watching Lewis Hamilton in a Ferrari go around in testing. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's mad. It don't feel real. But now it does feel a bit more real because he's in a car. You know, before it just felt like I was like reading someone's Waterpad, someone's fan fiction with the AI imagery. Like, wow, nah, surely not. But look at him. It does look made for him, doesn't it? It does look made for him. Tina, it's midnight in Utah. I was confused for a minute because it says Tina, Germany. And I was like, wait, Germany is surely a similar timeline to me. But no, Utah, fair play. Fair play. Phoenix, the throw looks like it was made for Lewis. It does look like it was made for him, doesn't it? It does. What are your hopes and dreams for this season? How Delulu are we getting? Let me know. And I'll get on the Delulu train. Like, I feel like, I don't know. Like how Delulu are we getting here? Like, are we saying like fucking world championship? Like what are we saying? All the way Delulu. World Drivers' Championship, Charles second. Fully believe. That's what testing is for. OG London Girl, hey, what's good? Pericles Morera. It's 7 a.m. Yeah, it is 7 a.m. I'm in the UK as well. 7 a.m. Marike Rickmayer. Can't believe it. We're all dreaming. Yellow helmets like the sun coming up in that car. Ah! Poetry! Bars! Have I got the sound effects here? I do! Hold on. I think you deserve a fucking bomb for that. Don't piss me off. Bars! You know nothing about that. Hamilton just went second fastest. We're on. It's on. World Championship is on. God damn. I'm so happy to be here, man. This is insane. I've never done a live stream for testing before. I don't think I've even done it for a live race before. Oh, I did. When we were on Twitch. We had the Twitch deal. And I think I did live watch-alongs for that. Um, but I didn't enjoy it for some reason then. But I think now, like, I feel like now I'm a bit older, and now, like, I feel a bit better about the channel. Like, yeah, I think I will be going live for races. Helsinki, is it cold over there? Helsinki's Finland, right? I think. Is Helsinki Finland? I hope you're all okay over there. ESPN feed has no commentary. Oh my god, that would weird me out. I'm not gonna lie to you. But then I guess here's your commentary now. But then my commentary is not gonna be in sync with your commentary. So yeah, no, that would weird me out. That would weird me out. To be fair, though, you guys get F1 TV. Like, you can get F1 TV, and then, like, your F1 TV is like completely different to the F1 TV here. You guys get live racing, commentary, this, that, and the other. We don't get any of that. Like, F1 TV, we can only use it for like the multi-viewer stuff, and old races, and that's literally like, it's either Sky Sports or bust. Like, that is it. That is it. Which is why I'm like, do I go to like the Fire Stick thing? I do like having Sky Sports, but my god, is it expensive. Jesus Christ. Anyway, who cares about that shit? Hello to everyone up in the chat. Big up all of you guys. If you haven't already, please like the video. Much appreciated. Helps to spread the gospel of Quick Stop as far and as wide as possible. OG Antonelli is fast. Lewis sandbagging till Melbourne. This will be his year. Experience of car and a supportive and passionate team. Magic formula. God. I mean, like, the thing is, like, with last season, like, I don't think, I mean, I think some people realised how toxic it had got earlier. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't realise how bad it was in the team. Probably until Belgium. I think Belgium was bad with how that transpired, with George kind of being allowed to run a strategy which would essentially let him go past Lewis, and then Lewis not really being told about that. And then, you know, just the subsequent, how that car was afterwards, you know, and the fact they were still letting him or making him do testing on the car, or experiments, and like just his general mood was awful. So to see him so buoyant at the moment, to see him so happy is for me like the best thing. I think that's the thing that I'm like super happy about. I think you're right. Hopefully an environment for Lewis where the team are supportive, an environment where, you know, people are, where he feels happy, where he feels competitive as well. Let's not fuck around. He's not here just to fucking take photos and look good. He's here to win races. He's here to win championships. Don't piss me off. Where is it? That's what we're here to do. We're not here to take part, we're here to take over. So if he's got a machine that allows him to do that, then yeah, good. That is going to help the feeling. Also, teammate. I think the dynamic of Charles within Ferrari is a different dynamic to George within Mercedes. Of course. Even though they're both proteges, come through the academy, one F3, one F2. You could say they've had parallel careers, other than the fact that Charles was trusted to go to Ferrari straight away. George had to do 3 years internship at Williams. But I just feel as if the Charles relationship is going to be a lot healthier than the George relationship. And to be honest, I think a lot of that comes from above. I think the relationship between Lewis and what's my man's name? Fred. It's going to be a lot healthier than the relationship that he had with Toto in the end, which I think got to the point of Kind of how it got with Ron Dennis. I think he just had to move. I just realised, actually, I've just realised, Callum Nicholas left yesterday and testing was today. So did he, like, at what point did he leave? At what point did he announce it? I've just clocked. He was supposed to be there, like, today. That is like a sudden leaving. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I get it. I get it. Like, you're fucking... He's been there 15 years. He's been there 15 years. Have they even, like, done, like, a thank you thing for him? Let's go on their fucking... Let's go on their Instagram. Instagram. Red Bull. Let's see what these men are saying. Hold on. There's nothing on their Instagram. I mean, I guess he's just a mechanic, really. I mean, not just a mechanic, but do you know what I mean? They hardly did anything for Adrian Newey when he left. So, but interesting. The day before testing, that's when you leave. He's got an ambassador role. Same thing they got with Ricardo. I feel like they just say that. Like, what is an ambassador role with like, I guess maybe he'll help to work on, like, the heritage stuff. I don't know, like, you know, like, when they do the old, I mean, I don't know. I actually don't know. But it is curious timing to leave the day before testing is due to start. No? That is a bit mad. And we're all just supposed to go, oh yeah, no, everything's fine. The day before testing. Seems a bit interesting about the book. The book comes out tomorrow, I think. I think I saw the 27th. Or the 29th? Maybe it's the 29th. No, because there's only 28 days in February. So, yeah. Callum probably knew way before. He must have known well before yesterday. And then that's when he's decided to go. But, like, still, I just feel like that's a weird time to say you're leaving. Like, maybe he said it for maximum effect to then sell the book. Huh? Okay, now we're getting there. Let's give him the M16. Maybe he's just trying to drum up interest in the book. Because it does say, like, tales from living life in the fast lane. I don't think there's going to be anything juicy in that book. I don't think I think if there was going to be anything juicy in that book, there would have been excerpts leaked to the press already. I haven't seen one excerpt from that book that they've leaked to say, whoa, tell-all book, Callum Nicholas. I don't think there's anything like that. And I think the fact that he is still an ambassador means he's been retained in some way, whether that's ceremonial or not. He's still under their books, so he can't have said anything that bad. But it is curious to leave or to announce that you're leaving the day before testing starts. What a weird time to say you're leaving. I don't know. Interesting. Has a broadcast study? I'm cooking. No chicken and dumplings right now. I'm too busy to resub until everyone. Okay, I did it. It does. It's on right now. It's on right now. OG London Girl. Charles is authentic. George is not. Yeah, I think so. God, it's warm in this room. I need to turn the heating down. Oh my God, relax. Sorry for Callum. The story smells. Lawson and Antonelli. I haven't actually. I'm half watching this, half like trying to listen to like the feed in my ear, trying to like talk. It is difficult. um, John, I'm not a typical Crofty hater, but thank you, so I can mute the stream. I don't. You know what? It's not even a Crofty today. Who is commentating? I know it's Natalie on Sky. I don't know if this is the world feed as well. I don't know who else is commentating. Oh wait, actually no, it is Crofty, isn't it? That's just actually. Yeah, no, it is Crofty. Sorry. The tests are going to be so fun. Having quick stop live testing is perfect. Look, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining me, guys. I looked at Cam Street, man's got like 250 man on there. I was like, that's where we need to get to. That's where we need to get to. But I'm glad to have you guys on here, man. This is really cool to do. This is very, 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 very cool to do. Lewis is still second in the doesn't matter testing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that they had the grilled things on there. You know, it doesn't matter. Second. That means that he, at least by my calculations and by fuel, adjustment, I think we're looking at the second fastest car at least. And with Lewis Hamilton, that makes it the fastest car. Tire whisperer. So World Drivers' Championship incoming. Don't piss me off. Huh? We're out here. It's live. What's Ted saying? Hold on. Something changed. So they're talking flexi wings. The flexi wing thing is a bit mad, I'm not gonna lie. So the flexi wing thing is yeah. Hold on. Right. Yeah, so like the flexi wing thing is mad. So they basically said everything's fine. And then halfway through winter, they've gone, right, rear wings, this is what we're planning to do. Front wings, you've got until Spain to change it. So obviously, people have been making cars on the assumption that the regulations are one way, and now they're a completely different way. So I feel a bit sorry for the teams in like a cost cap era, especially with a bunch of cars that they're planning to essentially stop development on once we get to like fucking June, July, like at least like summer. Post summer, no one's going to be developing these cars anyway, and they're saying by Spain you need to have a certain set of flex on the wings, which is less than what on the front wings, which is less than what they've got now. It just seems a bit clumsy, to be honest, and I do wonder what has changed. People are saying it's McLaren and Ferrari who've pushed for it, and then now that they've got this, and now they've got it, but obviously Christian Horner came out the other day and kind of bemoaned the fact that they've changed these. But hold on, Ted said it might play into their hands. Hold on, it's the 1st of June, yeah. Oh, look at it, you got a black photographer, a Ferrari. Ooh, look at that. It's too much joking. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to get information. Oh. Right, yeah, so Ted's basically confirming what I said, which is by the time we get to Spain, which is the 1st of June, people are going to have less elasticity in their front wings. And yeah, what are we doing here? But, let's see. Something to look out for. something to look out for. Let me have the screen on here, and here we go. I'll have you guys down here. Right. I went second without even pushing. Right, that's my goat. I know who my goat is. Debbie, how you doing? Congratulations. Welcome to the Quick Stop family. Love to have you here. Doohan. Doohan is fucked. I've actually got a sketch that I'm about to bring out for Doohan. I feel a bit sorry for him. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's basically like you better do well, or Franco is coming in. It's like so obvious. So obvious that they're just going to bring Franco in like the moment Jack doesn't do well. And look, that could be at the end of the season, that could be mid-season, but like quite clearly Doohan is there as a stopgap for Franco. And look, he is the 2025 plate Sergio Perez in terms of being able to capture the Latin market, but like in a different way. Obviously, Sergio with you know, being Mexican, Franco being Argentinian, that South American market, something that, you know, obviously you've got Bortoletos from Brazil, but I don't think he's got the streets like that. Wait, is Bortoletos Brazilian? I feel like I've just made that up. He is Brazilian. Okay, cool. Don't want to like make people to be what do you call it? Nationalities that they're not. So I'm glad we got that sorted. These rookies are coming out on fire. You know what's annoying me? Like, I can't actually see the times. I need to go, and I guess it's testing. You know, are they even pushing at this point? But they're not showing the times, so I need to get that up on F1 TV. Debbie, you can always boo here. This is a free country. Lewis has a black female assistant too. I think she's a race prep assistant. Oh God, that was incredible. I love that. Like a dark-skinned black woman that was with Lewis. Yeah, we need to get a name. We need an interview. She looked great in red. Love the braids as well. I think that was really, really, really good. Really, really, really good. Jack's dad is a legend. He is. Although on two wheels, if I'm not incorrect. But yes, 100%. Jack's dad is a legend. I wasn't too up on that until I actually had to research Jack Doan. I was like, oh wow, that's done bits. Martin Brundle loves him. Every time they're on the grid, you can see Martin fanboying a little bit, which I love. I love that about Martin. I think he really does respect drivers. He respects people who've done a lot for the sport, as he has. You know, I've got my own gripes with Martin. Some of the things that he does, some of the things that he says, but you know, you can't take away from the career that he's had. Do you know what I mean? Like, that is a stellar career. Right. Here we go. Formula One. Testing. They don't even have the times there on fucking F1 TV. Aero rakes. What those things are called. Aero rakes. How was I not prepared? I need to get a break and pull up the broadcast. Look, honestly, I don't even know if he's on track yet. Let me get F1 TV up. I don't even know if he's on track yet. I'm so woefully unprepared for this. F1 TV. I have to renew my subscription, don't I? Bloody Nora. Right, let's get the live timing up. Let's get the live timing up on F1 TV right now. Oi, 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 oi. Ba-ba-ba-ba. How are you guys feeling though? Talk to me. How are you guys feeling about the season coming up? Are you excited? Are you feeling Nervous? Are you feeling happy? I honestly don't think I've felt this excited for an F1 season for years. Like years, I would say. I feel like I really don't feel like I feel this fucking excited and ready for a new F1 season. Honestly, I think Lewis aside, I think we're in for an all-time season. I think we're an all-time season. Um, you look at the McLarens, surely they're the team to beat. Surely we're looking at a McLaren World Constructors Championship. Surely, right? It can't be anything than McLaren because they ended the season so strong, and you kind of look at the thing is McLaren. They always seem to start poorly. Last couple of seasons, they've not started as well as they could have, and then they've come on strong as the season's gone. There's been reasons for that. I think a couple of seasons ago, they kind of got rid of their technical. I think James Key got rid of him. Was it James Key? And then handed the reins to their team principal now, whose name I can't remember. Give me time. And then last season, I think, they basically had a B spec car, which they weren't really willing to like release until Miami or just before then, and then obviously like the car just kind of took off from there. So this season, all intents and purposes, would expect McLaren to come straight into it, absolutely smash it. Red Bulls say that they feel like they're on a much more even plane, although it doesn't seem like they've got that much more speed. Maybe they've got a bit more stability in terms of setup in there for them. So, and obviously Max always going to be close. Ferrari always there or thereabouts anyway, taking away the Lewis Hamilton factor. They've got a fucking new car. They've got a new car. It's Lewis back out. I need to like concentrate on this speed. They got times up. Yay. Lewis is out on his out lap. Hard tyre Lewis. And you've got Mercedes as well. So you never know what can happen this season. Is Charles asleep? Wake up, bro. Oh no, I think they're doing like a little photo shoot. It must be doing like a little photo shoot thing. By the way, am I lagging? Let me know if I'm lagging. A little bit. If I'm lagging, apologies. I'm trying to sort something out behind the scenes. But yeah, I think it's going to be a really good season. Really, really good season. Just from like a neutral perspective, I think it's going to be a really good season. So I'm really looking forward to just hopefully just some exciting racing. That period from Miami to like the end of the season last year, where you didn't really know who was going to win a race, week to week to week to week. That's what we want from Formula One. Obviously, I want Lewis to be the one who's been, winning each and every race. But I think just the fact that I think for like a year and a half, or 2 years, essentially, we were going into races kind of expecting Verstappen to win. That wasn't great. I think now we've got a situation where we don't know who's going to win race to race, although we might have an idea. We don't quite know. So yeah, I think that's going to be good. Should F1 cars have mud guards for rainy days? Spa, Belgium. They're looking into that. They are looking into that, and I think that's what those things are on the top of the tires. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Or am I bugging? Maybe I'm bugging. Maybe that's for downforce. They need to they get rid of so much spray. Like they need to get that water out somehow. They need better wet weather tires. That's the issue. Like Lewis said to Stefano, better wet weather tires, then they can go racing. All this business of not racing because it's wet, but you've got wet weather tires, but you can't race on them is bullshit. Like I don't understand at all with that. Debbie, the right move for Sir Lewis, Carl Davidson, Hamilton. He arrived wearing a Ferrari jacket. very proud. Hopefully, there's still F1 paddock fashion week because that that's like a massive part of like our enjoyment of the sport. So I hope he doesn't go too far into the Ferrari match. Be positive. Why did I move from Manny to London? Um, I split up with my ex, and I had a choice. I was like, I can stay in London, but I was like tired of London, and I wanted to live on my own. And I was like, I was tired of London, and I was like, in the future, I want to do this full time. So if I want to do this full time, I need lower costs, and I want my own space where I can do this. I don't want to be in a shared house. So I decided that I'm going to move to Manchester. I've got some friends up here, but I'll be able to get a house where I can have a spare room, where I can do stuff like this, live on my own, and at the point where potentially I can cross over to being a full-time content creator, my costs are lower, and I'll be able to do that. So that was it, and I was just done with London, and I had to get away from my friends. I love my friends, but they're bad influences. So I had to get away from my friends. So I ended up moving to Manchester and becoming my own worst influence. So for a year, last year was a bit difficult, but this year, like definitely a lot healthier, a lot happier, a lot happier. So yeah, that's why I moved to Manny. Lewis Hamilton's just done a 1:35.086, which is 2 seconds slower than Jack Doan's time. Oh God. I love this. What does that mean? What are his fuel loads? What power is he running in the engine? Oh, what are we going to do? I'm out of sync. How out of sync am I? When you say I'm out of sync, the lag on this, I must say, I think I need to go to the latency is on. I was on ultra. I'm on ultra low latency, so I'm as in sync with what's going on as I can be. Let me know if my sound and my thing is all right. Will Michael Schumacher? Oh God, I don't know about Michael. That's a bit mad. This is great. Between Quiz on News, regular pods, we're here for it. Yeah, no, for sure. We'll be doing we'll be doing a lot of content this year. It's our fourth year now. This is insane. It's gonna be our fourth season. Fifth season, sorry. 21, 22, 23, 24. This is gonna be our fifth season. I can't believe we're gonna be doing we're going into our fifth season of Formula One content creation, I guess. It feels like yesterday me and Tandy started the pod. And so yeah, it's just mad, like the family that we've been able to build over the last 5 years, and yeah, I feel like really really proud, I guess, that we're still here. There's a lot of podcasts come and gone in that time. A lot of people with more backing than we had come and gone. We've done six live shows, I think. We did a live show in Austin, America, which is insane when I think about it. So yeah, going into our fifth season, I think this season's going to be bigger and better than ever, with the type of content we're going to be making. And I love doing the news show. I wanted to do that on Twitch, and then I realized like trying to do a live stream in a wig in character for like an hour is impossible. So being able to do that character and to be as stupid as that, it seems to be going quite well on YouTube. I think it's about to be one of our most well viewed videos, and like in our last 10 videos, the last one. So yeah, that's exciting, man. I can't wait. I'm really happy. Dude had Flovis on, and he was probably on low fuel. Well, it must have been. If he had the fucking the Flovis, and he still did that. Making big life moves. Yeah, big life moves. Had to do it, and I'm happy I did it. Who's gonna win? Can I do polls in here? Let's see. Can I do polls in here? I don't even know. Oh, here we go. Oh, start a poll. Boom. Here we go. Will Lewis become World Drivers' Champion in 2025? Yes, no. Boom. Have some of that. There you go. I don't even know how long that poll lasts for. It's just up for all eternity, I guess. Thank you, Princess, for being there. Much appreciated. OG. I'm coming to Milan in September. I hope that's still happening. Yes. I'm going to Milan literally next week to look at the venue for the Milan party / live show. That's going to be insane. 200 venue. I can't believe I'm fucking... It's either going to be the biggest flop or the biggest party ever. But basically, 200 cap venue. We have got like a warehouse. It's like an Art Deco warehouse. And it's going to be like after qualifying on the Saturday, live podcast with Tandy and I. And then I've got my friends coming over and they're going to DJ. And we've got the venue until like 2-3 in the morning. So it's going to be like a party. It's going to be like a rave. That's the plan. And we'll see how it goes. So I'm really excited for that. That's the type of stuff that I love doing, and that's the type of things that I think is missing in Formula One. I guess that's the kind of stuff that I want to bring to Formula One. So let's see. And also we want to celebrate Lewis at fucking Ferrari. You know, that's going to be a massive thing. I know there's going to be a lot of Team LH in Milan that weekend because it's the closest city to Monza. So yeah, should be really fun. Should be really, really fun. Be positive. Red Bull from a tiny dream to F1 champs. Like, that is mad. Even Lewis Hamilton, I remember him saying, like, you know, you've got people like McLaren, Mercedes, I don't think Mercedes was in it, McLaren, Ferrari, you know, prestigious car companies. Those are the ones you need to really look out for. You know, no one's really expecting a drinks company to do anything. And look what they did. You know, they really they done it. And it's sad what they've become, because they used to be quite a fun team, but they're now... You know what Red Bull are like? Red Bull are like... They are the... Red Bull are like the tech bros of the world now, who were, at one point, were quite cool, innovative. Red Bull are like Elon Musk. Like, at one point, quite cool, innovative, underdog, doing cool things, sort of respect their opinion. And over time, as they've got more successful, as they've grown in stature, they've become intolerable. Like, absolutely intolerable. And I think that they've gone from underdogs to, like, obviously the top team, and they're just like the most ungraceful winners ever. And comparing them to like Red Bull when, you know, even like in the Seb days, yeah, like the team they are now, I honestly think, and their fan base, for me, it's not for me. And like, I get it, you know, not all Red Bull fans are weird, for sure, but you know, 4 years deep doing this now, and I'll tell you now, like, the vast majority of the weirdos under our posts are Red Bull fans, and yeah, it's a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie. God. Phoenix, I just think Lewis will be fine. He showed more than enough that he still has it. Yes, for sure. Debbie says, Sir Lewis, Carl Davidson, Amazon 9 Championship coming up. Yes, 9th. Let's be clear. Let's be clear about that. I love how Lewis said it's going to be his first work. Yes, I know, man. He feels like a kid again, doesn't he? I think that's the cool thing. It feels like he's a kid again. That childlike excitement, innocence. It's something new. It's something new. And I think that's going to be something to look forward to for him and for us. It's a new journey for us as fans. I think that's the cool thing. Like, as fans, we've got so much to kind of look forward to with this, and I think that's the cool thing. That's the cool thing with that. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. They're all haters. They are haters. They are haters. And the thing is, I get it. Like, the tribalism is a big thing, and like, we can't say anything about tribalism. I think we probably helped to stoke the tribalism in 2021, not on purpose. Like, we just love Lewis Hamilton. I don't think there was anyone like us when we started who were just so out and out Lewis Hamilton fans. And I think that we kind of helped, we were, I guess, symbolic of what was happening in F1 at the time, which was, we had the Verstappen fans over here, and then we had the Lewis fans over here, of which we were part of. And I think that since then, it's just made sure that we've basically got a target on our back as probably like the most visible pro Lewis Hamilton F1 platform in the world. If we're talking like podcasts, YouTube, obviously we're not the biggest YouTube platform. I know some people didn't like it when we said we're the biggest black F1 platform. And I know some people took some offense to that. That's fair. But, in terms of podcasts, I just think we have a kind of arrow, we have a target on our back with that kind of stuff. So I think a lot of people kind of seek us out to disagree with us. And again, the people who seek us out to disagree with us are normally Red Bull fans. And that's fine. Like, I'm okay with like people disagreeing. This is Fernando. Fernando seems to be actual laps he's doing here. But I think when it starts to get weird, racist, some of the comments Tandy gets, death threats, rape threats, that's when it goes a bit too far. And I think, again, if you look at who that is at the time, then it's one set of fans. Fernando Alonso, Nando, top of the leaderboard. God, if there was a fan of Lewis Hamilton, we're talking about haters. We're talking about haters right now. Then Fernando Alonso, number one in terms of his hate for Lewis Hamilton. He really does not. Struggling to hit the apex there on corner one, but still went fast. I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing some long runs today. Well, no, some short runs, some money runs, some soft tire runs. I think that's what we're all kind of like, that's what we're waiting for. But these are mediums on Fernando, which is interesting. I think there were hards on Doan. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of laps we kind of get out of Fernando on these runs. Hulkenberg out on the mediums as well. So here we go. Oh, who's coming out here? Oh, good. But yeah, Alonso, he a fan. Biggie ass nigga, he a 69 God. Alex Bundle, top Nepo baby in F1, but no, he's actually quite good. And he's got better as well. I don't mind Alex Bundle. I don't mind him at all. Mohsin, Ambassador, you're spoiling us. Look, it's long overdue. I think this channel needs to be at the forefront of F1 content, whether that's stuff like this, news, content, comedy, skits, live shows. I think we need to be at the forefront of that. So this year is this is the year to do it. This is why I moved here, so I can concentrate on stuff like this, and hopefully we'll be able to give you a lot more of that. Pericles. Hopefully, if I'm saying that right. I like Max and I like Lewis. Look, like who you like. 50 years of watching F1 since '85. Never seen such hate. Yeah, no, it's insane. It's insane. But you know, it is what it is. What can you do? Ali says, glory run by that hating ass geezer. I love that. Yeah, of course, he just quick one out there just to show everyone I'm the best. I'm the best. From Fernando there. I love that. Casey, hello. How you doing, bro? Big up yourself. Big up yourself every time. He said some work stuff last season, but yeah, I think it's pretty good. Love Martin Brundle. Look, I don't think anyone's ever going to say 100% of anything that we agree with, especially in the media. But for sure, I should have brought some water up here. I don't know. But in the next 3 hours, I'm definitely going to need to go and get some water because my voice is going to sound like fucking. Who is a gruffly like the Nickelback guy? I'm so high, I can hear heaven. Banger, by the way. Boule. Got that same Funko. Oh yeah, I need to get more. I need to get more for here. Like, I keep saying I'm gonna do it. I want to get some wrestling characters because I love wrestling. And I need to get some more F1 related stuff, and then maybe get some like F1 art for like here, and like decorate this office. I need to decorate this house. Like, it's basically been like a bit of a bachelor pad for like the year or so. I've literally like hardly decorated. I've hardly got any plates. So I definitely need to like feel lived in. This house needs to feel lived in. But other than that, yes, for sure, definitely need to get some shit for that. Casey, strictly a Lewis Hamilton fan. Me too, to be honest. Although I've got people that I like, but yeah, for sure. Elijah and Lando Norris look alike. Yeah, that is true. Just think Angela makes me hopeful. Team back together. Rumors were that Angela left because of the environment at Mercedes. I'm not sure what the truth is to that. But I think it's interesting that she left and has come back. I don't think it's a coincidence that Lewis's mental without Angela last year was not as, we didn't see him as buoyant. We didn't see him as, I think, as able to. I mean, it was bad thing after bad thing after bad thing after bad thing, wasn't it? Like the way he was just crashing the car, spinning. We haven't really seen that from Lewis ever. But definitely his demeanor and his ability to overcome that felt inhibited last season without Ange there. Well, you could say there's a correlation. Correlation does not equal causation, as we all know. But I think it was very interesting to see that Angela's back straight away with Ferrari, and it's great to see that Nyasha, you're cooking no plates. I know. There's a story. I'll tell a story about where basically all my kitchen stuff went. But I lost them in the move, basically. So basically, like loads of my pots, like obviously I'm a chef, loads of my pots and pans, my plates, cutlery, fucking crockery, like loads of stuff, basically. I'll explain that in another live stream one day. But yeah, I'm basically building up my kitchen stuff from scratch, which is quite cool because I'm basically updating my kitchen stuff from scratch. But also, when you live on your own, 4 plates is enough. But obviously, I need more. I need better plates as well. I need pasta bowls, and I need this. I've got 1 bowl. Like, that's not good enough. So yeah, I need to improve my plate situation for sure. I think it's fishy that Angela came back. It wasn't an LA thing, it was a Merc thing. 100%. I think she got pushed out. I think she got pushed out. And I think we'd see. We'll see what's gonna happen. OG Landigo, I heard that too, Ari Angela. I think she was hearing things in the garage, toxic environment. I think she had personal things going on too. I think it's just because they're back together. I can't imagine Mercedes was a nice place to be for anyone last season. So I guess we'll see. Lawson looks like he's on. Was Lawson pushing here? No, it doesn't improve. But again, what tires are they? He's on hard tires? There's like medium tires. So yeah. This is Tsunoda. Of course. This is not a fucking Red Bull. I'm such an idiot. Look at me. The pot. I burnt a Le Creuset pot. I burnt a Le Creuset pot to shit. I nearly cried. I think that was my like rock bottom. Genuinely, I think the day I burnt my Le Creuset pot, something changed in me, and I was like, I'm gonna change my life. I'm gonna become healthy again. I burnt that Le Creuset pot to shit, and I was just, it's just ridiculous, like absolutely ridiculous, man. Cooking vegan chicken and dumplings right now. Nice. I do like vegan food. I'm not a vegan, but I was with a vegan before for like a year and a half, and that made me have like a big appreciation for vegan food and a big appreciation for veg. I love veg. More than anything. Peruvian food is great. There was a Peruvian joint near me, where I used to live in London. Great food. Yeah, Peru have really good ceviche as well, which I love. Big fan of. Tsunoda, 2.3 seconds. So this is just... And the thing is, we've not seen the car break down yet. That's one thing we're going to be looking for. These cars are bulletproof now. That's the thing. Like, by now, we would have seen someone's engine cut out. Like, 4, 5, 6 years ago, like, someone's car would have been breaking down, engine blowout, like, fucking electronic failure, something. Like, a car calling to a stop. Like, now, these cars are going to be wrecked. You expect most drivers... Oh, Albon going top. You'd expect most drivers to be completing race distances or more by the end of the day. Oh my God, this stream is so far behind. I'm just seeing now. I'm talking about what I've got on the walls. But yeah. It's like really sick how well the teams have cracked onto reliability now, and the cars are still getting faster. So yeah, we'll see. Alex Albon, curious case. Alex Albon, what's going to happen with Williams this season? Let's talk about Williams, because I think it's going to be interesting. We're going to see if Alex Albon's diamonds are real. Has Alex Albon got the NFL players' diamonds, the Jalen Hurts diamonds, the diamonds on me dancing diamonds, or is Alex Albon going to have the... the fake rapper diamonds, the moissanite, not moissanite. What are they called? The cubic zirconias. Because Carlos Sainz is a serious teammate. As much as we clown him, you know, is he going to be able to stand up to it? There were way too many crashes. I hear they're just talking about crashes now. Way too many crashes last year. Like, especially Franco, I can understand. But Alex Albon having identical crashes year on year in Australia. And then even after that, crashes throughout the season. That's not good enough, especially for a senior driver in a team where, they're tracking parts on Excel. You can't do them things, bro. Like, you can't do that. So, like, I'm interested to see this season up against an actual teammate. He's not had a teammate now for, 3 seasons? Or 2 seasons? Yeah, he's going to have... we're going to see. We're going to see whether he's got the ability to keep up with an experienced Formula 1 driver. It's make or break now for Alex Albon's career. Are you someone, because you have to remember, beginning of the season when Lewis Hamilton went, people were saying, "Oh, do Ferrari, do Mercedes try and sign Alex Albon?" You look at when obviously the Sergio Perez situation was going, "Oh, Lewis back on top. We're gonna do it. We're winning it all, guys. We are winning it all. Fastest. Don't piss me off. Where's the gunshot? Don't piss me off. Huh? Let's get the AK out. Don't piss me off. What's this? Shotty. Don't piss me off. That's what we do out here. Fastest. 2.5 tenths on your head top. Huh? Testing means everything. Testing means everything. These times are definitely indicative of what's going to happen in real life. Oh. Speaking of cars going slowly, is he going slowly? Is he breaking down? No, he's just getting out of the way. Oh, okay. I thought he was fucked. Anyway, back to regular scheduled programming. Don't piss me off. I think that one's gonna be like just like in the air. That's the one where just busting shots in the air. Good though. I need to see, finally some onboards. Here we go. What's this? Okay, looked pretty clean through there. What's going on there? What's this? Okay, bit wide. Oh, a little bit of understeering there. But nice. Love that. I love that. Love that. Ric Flair. Woo! I love that speech. You're looking at the Rolex wearing. Woo! More Lewis on screen. Get these bums Mercedes off screen, bro. I need to see more Lewis. They're not. Get these bums Mercedes off screen. Get the GOAT on screen now. The fuck is this? Unbelievable. Guys, I'm gonna have to get some water in a second because this is my voice. As you can tell, takes a lot for my throat. So when I talk for a long time, I just get more gruff. And by the time this stream ends, I'm probably going to end up sounding like this. But yeah, that's good. I think it's good. Look, let's be serious for a second. I think it's good that at this point in time, the Ferrari it doesn't look like he's. Oh, here we go. We've got some footage of Lewis here. Oh, he's gone wide. I was about to say he's not gone wide yet. But look, it's good that he's pushing it. So I'm just watching Lewis now go around. Look, I think for me, this is what we want. Just laps, 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 laps. You know, if Lewis can end up with like, you know, in terms of like at least like a race distance run in terms of race distance run in terms of times, in terms of distance, that would be awesome. You know, all we want is just is time on the board, time getting used to the car. You would hope that, you know, maybe 12 hours isn't enough over the course of the next 3 days, but you would hope that he'll be able to get those times on, get enough time in to get used to the car, to do all the setups, you know, to get comfortable. And that's all you really want from testing. Obviously, other than the fact that we are top of the leading charts, okay? Facts only. Okay? Who's top? This guy. I need to get like a Ferrari one. Funko, we need one in a Ferrari team. Okay? Don't piss me off. Here we go. Oh, Lewis going slow. Just going a bit slowly. But yes, don't piss me off. We're out here. But yeah, hopefully we'll just be getting a sense of, you know, we'll get a sense of how comfortable he is. Ted is saying that some in the paddock think Ferrari will start the season on pole and have slightly outpaced in development a source Planet F1. Let's see, you know. Ferrari seem confident. You never know when someone says we're McLaren, yeah. So when someone says they're changing the whole car, you're never quite sure. You know, they said 99% of the car is different, I guess, in terms of, obviously, you know, it looks the same, but in terms of like, you know, especially like the suspension. You know, I think, especially like Mercedes, I think, you know, as a former Mercedes fan, you kind of get, and Lewis coming into the pits here, you kind of get, how do I describe it? You kind of get a little bit anxious when someone is saying, you know, oh, we're doing this, that, and the other with the car. We're changing this. Oh, just a quick in and out for Lewis. Did they change the tyres? I didn't see if they changed the tyres or not, sorry. But yeah, you're always a bit... Oh, doing practice starts now. Here we go. Let's look at this practice start. Still got the overhand grip on that, so that's cool. And off he goes. A little bit of wheel spin, and off he goes. Oh, God. I can't believe we're watching him in a fucking Ferrari. It'll be interesting to see what he says when he gets out, you know? It'll be interesting to see what he says when he gets out of the car, how he's feeling with it. But yeah. But yeah, we'll see. I can't remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, it'll be interesting to see whether or not these changes from Ferrari actually are successful, actually do yield a faster car than they had last season. So, and look, last season they had a car which was on occasion able to fight for victories. I think I read it out yesterday or the other day. What was it, like 6 wins last year or 5 wins last year? I think 5 wins last year, and that was 1 less than McLaren got. So, you know, if we're talking about a car that's capable of running at the front, they were there or thereabouts. It's just that there was a lot more variance in where they could be than McLaren. So hopefully this season, what they've able to do is kind of narrow or widen the operating window so that at different tracks, they're always able to go. But we saw their tyre preservation work out for them on a couple of occasions. If you think of how Charles won in Monza, they were there. They were definitely, into quite kind on their tyres. So let's hope that that's the same, because Lewis is always going to be great with his tyres. Right, let's see. Is this a hot lap with Lewis? I'm not sure if he changed his tyres when he just came in the pits, but let's see what this lap looks like. Ooh, car very low to the ground there. I mean, this looks like, he's pushing, but it doesn't look like, this is not like ragging it. Like, do you know what I mean? He's not. Here we go into turn 3. Again, all seems rather normal. All seems okay. 4 and 5. Again, it looks all good. Ooh, little twitch there. Again, seems okay there. Look, I'm watching this lap now. It doesn't seem like he's fighting the car, as much as slight bit of understeering going into there. This is mad. I think I was literally about to say, I let OG London go. And again, a little bit of understeer going into there. But I was so used to watching onboards of him literally seesawing with the car, fighting with the car. And this looks like, compared to the Mercedes days, again, let's see what this time brings. Look, it doesn't go any quicker. Fastest final sexter, which is good. Oh, and then again. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not gonna lie to you. For the first onboard that I've watched with Lewis in a Ferrari, bring beauty. Just happy the car turns. Yeah, me too. I think that was pretty happy with how that's gone. I'm not gonna lie. And he's going round again. And it's just bro, him in a Ferrari, man. It's just right. It's just right. There were a couple instances where it was definitely kind of struggling to kind of get into the corners. But in terms of a handful, I'm not going to lie to you, compared to the Mercedes days, that is, I'll take that all fucking day, bro. Honestly, we used to pray for times like this. There's so many things you have to, and you're right, OG London girl. You have to redo setup, muscle memory, steering wheel, voices. I think he said everything on the car is different. Literally, everything on the car is different. So I think it's of course, there's going to be things that he is going to have to fucking change and get used to. And he's been driving with Mercedes power his whole fucking career. He's now got a Ferrari engine in the back. There's so many things that are going to feel so alien to him. And as much as this car might have its own faults, I know Ferrari fans are what do you mean? How can you think that this car is going to be this car is how could you be so praiseful of this car compared to this car has X problems, Y problems that that Charles and Carlos have been moaning about throughout the year. I think for us, just having a car which is just a normal car. Sorry. What's going on my phone, bruv? Just having the car, which is a normal car, which is turning in, which is not having to fight with. I'm happy with. I'm happy that he's just on track. Again, this looks like another lap where he's going for it. So it looks like we're now into a real medium tire run here. It'll be interesting to see how many laps we get on this particular set of tires. I think this is going around second lap now. I need to get my F1 TV up to see what the lap times are. Because they're not showing us on here. But it'll be interesting to see for sure, like this season, the acclimatization period. I think we've seen with certain drivers when they move to a different team. I think we've seen them kind of struggle to adapt. You know, you think of like Daniel Ricciardo and his adaptation struggles. Trying to think of someone else who's gone to a new team. But, you know, we've not always seen a new driver in a new team, especially the top teams, I guess, go into a new team and straight away be able to affect kind of, you know, the change in driving style needed. I don't doubt Lewis Hamilton will be able to adapt to that Ferrari. Again, if you have someone who's able to adapt to, I can't describe to you how bad that Mercedes was. Like, that Mercedes last year was so bad. You guys, we're not even thinking about the 2022 car. Do you know what I mean? Like the 2022 car with the porpoising. Do you remember when he was getting out of the car after Baku? Like, my back, my neck and my back. Like, that's the level of car that this guy has been driving. So I'm sure the idiosyncrasies that this Mercedes has, I don't think that that's going to be anything to worry about compared to what he's been having to deal with at Mercedes at all. Like, honest to God, like, let's be real here, guys. Like, honestly, he will be fine. He will be fine. And I think to be fair, if anything, you could say that the how do you describe it? The things that he was having to do last year on the car, that, you know, that adaptation, that experimentation, that is all going to help him with the Ferrari in terms of, okay, like, you know, this is how it feels. You know, this is in terms of setting up cars, working with engineers, getting the best out of this kind of these types of cars. So hopefully we'll see someone who is I'd have no doubt that he's able to adapt. He's going to be able to adapt. Do I speak another language? I do. I speak Shona really badly, which is Zimbabwe. I speak broken Shona. And because of my accent, I have a ridiculous English speaking accent, let alone trying to speak in Shona. It's hilarious. It is honestly so bad. I do speak another language. Bring me also, if this car is anything like last year's, Ferrari will be fine. Yeah, trust the nation of bad car and an average car will be fine. He's a better driver than 5 and 16, no doubt. If Lewis Hamilton can do what he did in Mercedes last year, imagine what he could do in a Ferrari. Like, I cannot describe it to you. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm bummed for him that he fucked the Vegas qualifying. Well, he didn't fuck it, but like, do you mean like that he didn't get Vegas pole? Because if George was able to do what he did in Vegas, imagine what Lewis would have done. We saw what Lewis did in the race. Like, oh my God. Anyway, he has suffered. OG Dungo, he's learning Italian. Yeah, I've seen that he's speaking Italian on some interviews. I think that's really good. For sure. Look, even me, I'm learning some Italian. I've got my Duolingo on Italian this year. Obviously going to Milan next week. So, God, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, no, Italian's a beautiful language. I'm quite enjoying learning Italian, actually. No doubt. Mercedes did fuck him, Debbie. They did. They did. They really did. And honestly, like, I'm not. Ugh, I'm just happy we're out of that. I'm happy we're out of that. Guys, I'm gonna be back in a second. I'm literally just gonna go get some water. I need to get some water, otherwise my voice is gonna. Oh my god! Let me get some water. 2 secs. Oh my god. Oh, oh my god. Oh, still top. Love that. Ralph, big up. Oh my god, I need that water. Fuck me. Oh my god. Oh, that is insane. Oh, that's okay. Water. Who invented water? Whoever invented water, big up yourself every fucking time. My god. What a guy. What a guy. Right, Lewis is still top. Who have we got here on track then? So we've got Behrman on track. We've got Pietro on track. Liam Lawson. Wow. There you go. Liam Lawson. It's over. It's done. It's done. Ugh. That was a lovely 15 minutes on top there, guys. Love that. Liam Lawson goes top on 132 on hards. Interesting. Zimbabwe's in Southern Africa, just above South Africa. So you got South Africa there, and you got Zimbabwe right there. So yeah. Yeah, that's where Zimbabwe is. Toto Bitter wanted to put this legend down. I know. Imagine prioritizing George over Lewis. Insane. God needs to have his whoa. 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 I do need to get a water bottle. I need like, what I realize is I need like one of those big water bottles. Like, so I'm going to order one of those off Amazon today. So tomorrow I've got like a big vat of water, because talking for like hours on end with my throat is impossible. Like, it's literally impossible. Like, I love it, but I can feel it in, like, because I talk from here. I'm trying to talk from here, which is like less hurtful on my throat, but then it makes me talk like this rather than how I normally talk, which is from here. So yeah, top YouTube viewing right there. The vagrancies of my throat sounds like a fanfic. We're clearly carrying several sandbags. Honestly, we just don't really know. What's Bernadette saying about Mercedes? Hold on. She's not saying anything of note. Content has been popping off. Surprised to see so many episodes. Nice. On the Dream Team. As in the football Dream Team. Oh, right. The Dream Team episode. Yes. Yes. God, that was a while ago now. God, you've got a lot of catching up to do. Victoria Falls is in Zimbabwe. Yeah, for sure. Just at the top. Zambia try to say they have it, but they don't. They do not. Here we go. Oscar Piastri. Ooh, big whopper. Yeah. Where did he go over the? Did he go over the curb there, Oscar? Yeah, he's gone over the curb, and yeah, it looks fine. Oh God, right. I've got to change my channel. 2 seconds. How is this going to work? I need 2 seconds. Change my channel. Oh God. Oh God, my Sky Sports app has literally just. I wish you could hear what was in my ear right now. It's like frozen. Oh my God, and it's just like it's like a DJ. It's like, frickin'. Right, I'm gonna have to force quit this. I'm right now blind. I can't see the. I can't see the Sky Sports feed. Oh my God, that took ages. Arjun, how's it going? Lewis is driving nicely. And Debbie, Charles and Lewis are the best teammates on the grid. What do you think about this Charles and Lewis teammate situation? I think I'm fascinated by it, as you know, Princess, from the Dream Team episode. It's almost like it is a marketer's wet dream having Lewis and Charles at the same team, having them get along so well, playing chess with each other. We'll see once we get into, the old, once we get into the actual race and whether or not they'll actually get on with each other, but we'll see. But the thing is, I think everyone expects two teammates to not get along when you're going for a championship. Like, for example, McLaren last year had their two drivers going for wins. There was some tension, but I think there was still some respect there. I think as long as the respect is there between two teammates, you can have them go for a championship. The problem is, respect goes, and it's easy for respect to go when you have to be ruthless and when you have to share resources, data, etc. And you want that for yourself and you want to gain an advantage over the person in the other garage. So I think for me, I trust Fred Vasseur to manage that situation better than I trust Toto Wolff to manage that situation. In fact, I don't think Toto Wolff managed the Mercedes, Lewis Hamilton, Nico Rosberg thing as well as he could have. In fact, I think any good management of that situation came from Nicky. If we're being honest, RIP to a real one. So for me, I feel as if Lewis and Charles will do really good things for Ferrari. I think if they're on point, I think if they were on point last season, they could have got the constructors. Let's not forget that they finished second. Oh, he went the wrong way. Sorry. What an idiot. I can't even drink water properly. So I think with two drivers this year, because Oscar Piastri, oh my God, sorry, Oscar Piastri, he can qualify. Sometimes Oscar Piastri can be the fastest person in the world. And other times, I think he can be nowhere near. He could be like 7th. And I think that's what happens with young drivers. Getting that respect, getting that consistency is really important. I think in Charles and Lewis, you're going to get consistent performances. You know, you'd expect them to both be in the top 5, 6 easily every race. So with that being said, I would say that I would say that it's really, really, really on for Ferrari in terms of World Constructors' Championship. Now, Drivers' Championship is the issue because you have two drivers who are essentially going to be taking points off each other, right? Whether we like it or not, there's going to be some races where Charles qualifies ahead of Lewis, likely, especially at the beginning, and finishes ahead of Lewis in the race. So if Ferrari is a car that's capable of fighting for championships, McLaren are in a situation where Oscar is still, if not a second driver by name, is a second driver by points tally. If we take last season into account, I don't think Oscar's going to finish ahead of Lando Norris this season. I think it's insane that people think that Oscar Piastri is already a better driver than Lando Norris. I think he's got a higher ceiling than Lando Norris, but I don't think he's quite there yet. You have to remember, Lando's been in Formula One now for 6 years? I think this is his 7th season. This is Oscar's 3rd, I want to say. So, Lando has double the amount of experience Oscar does. Now, experience doesn't always count for everything, but I just think after last season, if Oscar can get that, that variance of performance, right, then I've got no doubt that he will go on to be someone that will challenge Lando Norris. But those two are going to take points of each other. Ferrari drivers are going to take points of each other. Verstappen is basically going to be the only one hauling. Ooh, here we go. We've got an overtake. Alex Albon. Ooh, and Hulkenberg. Did he bail out of this, Albon? Oh, it's quite far back. Oh, yeah, no. Interesting. I just got a bit excited then. I was like, cars racing each other. Yeah. Let's see what you guys are saying. Fed has high emotional intelligence and understands both drivers' needs. Plus John Elkann in the background, very important. John is going to want to make sure that his £400 million investment is looked after. You know, this is a Mercedes who quite clearly, for one reason or another, didn't quite see the value in Lewis Hamilton. This is Ferrari, who have spent £400 million to bring Lewis Hamilton to Ferrari. They're gonna want to make sure he's happy. So for sure, it'll be very interesting to see that dynamic. But for I just think it's gonna be a happy home, and I'm looking forward to that. Debbie, there's respect more than Lewis and George. Yeah, I think with George, I think there was respect, but I think George. How do I put this? George is like there's a scene in Inglourious Bastards where the guy is talking about rats. And he's like, people think that rats it's like a bad thing to say about someone, when actually it's a compliment because of how rats survive in any kind of fucking. And I think George is a rat. But I also think George has spent his whole career fighting to get to where he was. You know, he had to fight to get into Formula One. He had to fight to get Mercedes sponsorship. Obviously, he had to fight to win F3, F2. He had to fight for 3 wins, 3 years at Williams. And I think he got to Mercedes and he realized, like, it's sink or swim here. I have to beat Lewis Hamilton by hook or by crook, no matter how I do it. It doesn't matter if he's doing. I'm gonna let him do all the experiments. I'm gonna maximize my own performance. I'm gonna be greedy. I'm gonna do this, that, and the other, because I need to build a career for myself. And whilst I don't like it, I can respect it to some extent. I can respect it to some extent. I don't think that's a bad thing. Now, in relation to my driver, fuck that. Fire bun. But in terms of, as a driver, I think there was some respect there, but I think that respect had to go. He had to go. I'm trying to see this here. Lewis and Charles have a good partnership because Fred is a serious TP who will ensure it doesn't ravel. 100%. 100%. OG London, if a rookie this season beats Hamilton rookie season, I'll be impressed. Don't see it happening. Do not see it happening. For a rookie to beat that season, there has been a top car. And the only one who's in the top car is Lawson. And I don't see him being anywhere near Verstappen. So yeah. Lewis Hamilton on track. Here we go. Lewis Hamilton. Are we going to get a fastest time here? Oh, 1.136 off. Yeah, I can't see Lawson doing anything close to that. And I guess, is he a rookie? Whatever. But yeah, I just don't see it. So we'll see. We'll see on that front. With Lawson, but no one's going to beat that record. I think that record is going to. Well, someone might. Kimi Antonelli, could he beat that record? He might have a decent car, and Mercedes are set. Ooh, Lewis has gone off a few times there. Um, so I'm just watching Lewis go wide here. Car is low to the ground. But yeah, it does seem to. I think it'll be interesting to see how Liam is with Max and how Kimi is with George. And I think they're both Max and George are probably more alike than they are not alike. It'll be interesting to see how they both react to rookies fighting them on track the same way they fought more experienced drivers in their team. You know, Verstappen with Ricardo and George with Lewis. I think that's going to be a really interesting dynamic that we're going to see between all of these drivers. Because, Liam was going around doing bumper carts with Sergio Perez. Like, he didn't give a fuck. So let's see. Fernando Alonso currently top with a 31.874, 400ths of a second quicker than Liam Lawson. Lewis Hamilton 0.176 back from that, with Tsunoda, Albon, Hulkenberg all within just over 0.5 of a second of each other. Interesting. It's insane that we're just watching testing, you know, like just watching cars go round, no idea of the setup, no idea of the fuel levels, no idea of the power settings. Yet here we are. We've still got another, was it 2 weeks until the season starts as well? But yeah, we've got 3 days of this. And I love it. Normally, this is like the first time that I've done content during testing. Oh, here we go. This is an interview with Bernie. Sorry, I'm just listening to what they're saying to Bernie about sandbagging. Yeah, so Bernie's saying they're looking for consistent lap time rather than like glory runs. I can't imagine that we're going to be seeing any soft. I mean, hopefully we're going to see some soft tire running today. I hope so, but I'm not sure. You know, but it's cool that they're on the mediums and we're not just doing like hard tire runs. But again, here's Albon. Oh, he definitely did not make the apex there. So, what were you saying? Max, you want Max to take paternity leave? Jesus, yeah, ASAP. Don't come back. No, I'm joking. Wow. Kimi's Toto's golden child. Bottas will become the mediator. Oh, God, yeah, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Especially given George and Valtteri's previous interactions. Can't believe Bottas went back to Mercedes. I can. Like, the thing is with Bottas, he had a great career at Mercedes. He maximized his career. And I think George Russell was an upgrade on Valtteri Bottas, whether we like it or not. So, I think for him to get that opportunity to kind of stay in F1, stay in and around it, to be around as a reserve driver, and yeah, he's still under consideration for Cadillac for next season. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see who they go for out of. I think it's between him and Perez in terms of getting an experienced driver in there. And I think him being around Mercedes this season, being in the sport, probably gives him an edge over Sergio, who by all intents and purposes is not around. So yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that. Sauber might put on the softs just to get the headlines. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Sauber did do a glory run at some point. But didn't they do? I think they did one last year, didn't they? I think they were quickest last year. Wasn't Zhou? I think the fastest driver in testing last year, maybe second fastest driver. So yeah, I think I wouldn't be surprised to see them do some kind of glory run for sure. I think Mercedes are doing soft tyre runs. Are they? Let's have a look. Yeah. Mick wants to come back to F1. Mick needs to let it go. It's over. Like, it's over. Come on, man. Like, and the thing is with Mick, like, you know, it's a shame. Obviously, because of his, you know, the name. I don't think he got a fair crack at the whip with how the Haas was, you know, and having Günther Steiner as a boss is not exactly the most nurturing environment for a rookie or someone who's you know, or someone new in the sport. But the problem with Mick was that he crashed the car too many times. And unfortunately, when you do that, you get a reputation and people can't trust you with their car, especially teams who are further down the grid. You know, hilariously, James Vowles didn't want to take Mick Schumacher. You know, James Vowles would rather put Franco Colapinto in the car than Mick Schumacher. And I just think, yeah, I just don't think, I think Mick's time has come and gone. We've got a new batch of rookies now, and I think his time has come and gone. And I think he needs to accept that and just, you know, make a name for himself in other racing series. You know, I'm absolutely gobsmacked that he's not tried to go, or maybe he has, but I mean, like, America's there. Surely there's a team in America with a Schumacher name that would market the shit out of Mick Schumacher. Little blonde hair, blue-eyed boy like Mick Schumacher. You're telling me he can't go to America and make a career over there? Come on, man. If Callum Nicholas can go over there and make a career, you can, bro. Like, this is insane. I just think Mick needs to fucking move on. There's more to life than Formula One, bro. And I know, like, it means a lot because of his father's legacy, but make your own legacy. You know, like in Inception. Someone needs to grab Mick Schumacher on the flight, put him on some kind of Inception thing, and put it in his head to make his own legacy. Not to try and follow his father's legacy. They need to go 3 dreams deep and make sure that Mick Schumacher's got his own fucking legacy. Because whatever Mick Schumacher's trying to do now, like, bro, it's not working. Stop trying to make fetch happen. You're never going to be a Formula One driver. It's over. It is over. From when we've got the most amount of rookies on the grid this year, and teams are not calling you up. There's a new team on the grid next year. They're not considering you. Go and make a career for yourself elsewhere. Go win the Indy 500. Go do fucking endurance racing, which I think he has been doing. Like, bro, there's a whole life out there for you, bro. Like, come on. And I want more for him. I want more for him. Guys, if you're watching, thank you for joining. I'm seeing a couple new people. Please hit the like button. Much appreciated. And subscribe if you can. Much appreciated. Love you guys. You are doing great. Thank you for staying with me. I didn't think there'd be anyone. I didn't think there'd be anyone on this stream, and there is. So I'm so happy. I'm so happy. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Much appreciated. What else are we doing here? Sorry, I'm reading your guys' messages. He would have fired with yes. I think that's the thing. Like, the Haas that is there now is a completely different Haas than the one that was there with Steiner, especially Steiner at that point, who I think was just on. I think it was the beginning of the ego trip, to be honest, and I just don't think that it was an environment for a rookie to be in, to be honest. Paris, listening in on my work laptop because I forgot my wireless headphones at home for Sky Go. Welcome. It is I'm unemployed, so this is great. Normally I'm having to watch the F1. I'm watching this, like, I'll be on my laptop downstairs on the sofa, watching it on the TV, half working, half watching testing. That's what it's great for. It's great for just background noise. It's great for, like, just having in the background. So yeah, no, pick up yourself. Paris, Monaco. Mercedes used Mick Jr. I don't know if they used him, but like they offered him a lifeline as a reserve driver. It's a shame that he never really, obviously he never got to race, but he did a lot of testing, he did a lot of sim work, and he stayed in and around the sport, which is a lot more than a lot of people get when they get turfed out. So yeah. Do I live stream during races? I will be live streaming during races. Yeah, 100%. 100% will be live streaming during races. Every race. I'm going to try and live stream during, we'll see some practice sessions, but definitely during qualifying and races we'll be live streaming for sure. 100%. Biotegerist, I'm surprised I'm up. It's like 4 a.m. in Canada. Oh, Tej, how's it going? Yeah, I can't believe, if testing was any earlier, I would have been like, no. 7 o'clock is definitely this is the time I get up to go to the gym anyway. So I'm like, okay, I'll do it. But I'd stayed up quite late last night editing the video for the news show, and then obviously from there I was just up doing other stuff. So glad to be here on this stream live watching testing, and I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. But no, respect to you, Teach, for sure. Best start to a Wednesday morning in forever. Thanks for streaming. No, thank you for joining us, man. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being a part of it. I appreciate you guys. Jack Doan. Jack Doohan on screen right now. God, dead man walking. I hope Jack Doohan smashes it. I think he's got like a really good temperament. And whenever I hear him talk, I feel like he's got his head screwed on properly. Obviously, he's got his dad, who is a legend in motorsport, two wheels. So I think Jack Doohan, I think that's something that he's got to do well off the bat this season. Like he's got to, from Australia onwards, he's got to be qualifying well, within a close distance to Pierre Gasly. He's got to be in races, doing well, picking up points where he can, not crashing the car. That's going to be a big thing. Don't crash the car. That's how he's got to go. And if he does that, then he'll be fine. I think if he does that, then he'll definitely be... Then it's harder for them to replace him with Colapinto. It's harder for the narrative in the media to start being, oh, well, Jack Doohan, Franco's there, which I think people are itching to do already. He's already getting questions about that. If Jack Doohan could just do well, I like people who shut up the media, I like people who, when the chips are down, when everyone's expecting it to go one way, it goes another through hard work and dedication and good performances. And I think he's got that. Hopefully he'll be able to do that. Hopefully he'll be able to do that. Sorry, my lips are super dry. I'm very conscious. They're big lips. I don't want these massive lips looking ashy on camera. The new show is so funny. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. The wig is hilarious. I was thinking about doing this stream in the wig, and I was like, God, no. Let me stay out of drag today. Intellectual humor. Good evening. Evening to you too. Debbie, he's an Aussie. You know what? Yes. And to be fair, same as Oscar. Good temperament. And look, you look at like the Aussie drivers recently. It's been a good batch. Been a good batch of Aussie drivers, with Danny as well. So, hopefully we see him. It would be cool to see him get on the podium. Who knows? Maybe in Australia, probably not. But I think quite cool. Having your first race as your home Grand Prix must be sick. Like your first F1 race is going to be your home Grand Prix. Like, does it even get better than that? Hopefully he can come home in the points, and that would be incredible. Yes, you're so funny and doubly fair. Doubly fair. I am fair. You know what? Fair. Fair. Ask any of my exes. There's one thing I am. It's fair. Reasonable. I'm a reasonable man. Okay? I'll say things how I see it. I'm a reasonable guy. But thank you. I appreciate that. Kimi Antonelli. Let's talk Kimi. Let's talk Kimi Antonelli. Also, this camera angle is making me fucking nauseous. Fuck me. I hate this camera here. I actually get car sick quite easily, yeah. And I kid you not, that camera angle sometimes literally like makes me feel like a little bit nauseous. Like, it's so sad that a camera angle on a car that I'm not driving and I'm not in can make me feel nauseous. But that is genuinely how this camera angle makes me feel. Kimi Antonelli, 8th. 2 seconds off the pace set at the moment on medium tyres. But we know Mercedes. If there's one thing Mercedes are going to do, it's just pound laps in testing. Lap after lap after lap. As we see Fernando Alonso out the car. Kimi Antonelli, interesting one. Interesting one with Kimi. I'm so curious to see how good this kid is. If the rumours are true, with Kimi, this is a generational talent we're looking at. And I think a good yardstick to compare him to, in that case, sorry, I just put some socks on, in that case, is George Russell. Why is that? Because George Russell is a solid, if not spectacular, Formula One driver. You'd probably say George Russell, if you have the upper echelon of Max, Fernando, Lewis, Charles somewhere in between that one, you know, what really has he done to be in that upper echelon yet? Not much, to be honest. Let's be honest. George Russell is definitely in that category of, you know, George Russell, Charles Leclerc, maybe Carlos Sainz just below that. So for Kimi Antonelli to go into that team, and it's almost like less pressure on him now. Mercedes, there's really less eyes on Mercedes now. You know, now Lewis Hamilton has gone. They can just be, I guess, a normal racing team again, where, you know, expectations are much lower at the moment. If the car is good, the car's good. And they've got George Russell, who we know is capable of winning races. If the car is bad, the car is bad. But then, you know, with Kimi, no one's really expecting anything anyway. So again, it's the same thing as Jack. You know, just be solid. But as you say, someone has said here, Ali said Toto set him up for failure with all the hype. Like, that is true. I don't know if he set him up for failure, but he has, how do I describe it? He has hyped him up a lot. He has really, you know, he's made him out to be a very, you know, a very talented driver. So if Kimi Antonelli doesn't live up to those expectations, whose fault is that? Is that Toto's? Is that Kimi's? You know, who knows? But my God, I do remember in Italy him ragging that Mercedes, and even like just before he crashed, he was like quick. Like, he was ridiculously quick. So I don't know. I'm interested to see how it goes with Kimi. I hope he dusts George. I think that'd be the funniest thing ever. Oh my God. Imagine he actually does dust George. Like, that would be so fucking funny. But we'll see. We'll see. Let me just retweet this. Still here. Come join us. So yeah, like, I'm interested. I'm interested to see how Kimi gets on, and we'll see how it goes. But it'll be interesting. You know, that whole dynamic with George and Kimi, I think is going to be really interesting, and I can't wait to see how that goes. Because it is gonna be spicy. Because I think Kimi's not gonna give any quarter in terms of overtaking and stuff like that, and obviously George doesn't either. So, but George is now the team leader. George is gonna be the one who's, if there is contact, it's gonna be on him to do the fucking apology videos. Now it's your turn to be forced to do apology videos. It's your turn to have to fucking be the bigger person, because your teammate is a younger driver, and you have to keep that in mind. So let's see. The poll we did: will Lewis become World Drivers' Champion? In 86% of you. 86% of you said overwhelming yes, he will be. Fair play. I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. I think he will be world champion. I look. I think it would be awesome if he become world champion. Absolutely awesome. Like hold on, let's see what Julian Palmer is saying. Yeah, I mean, Julian Palmer's just saying like this is like an FP1 session. Like honestly, like it really does feel like it's like been really plug and play with these cars. Like, and obviously, we're like in the last year of regulation, so you'd expect them to have quite a handle on how these cars handle and maneuver and so forth. But the fact that these guys are just coming straight out of the garages and just onto like long runs, oh, sorry, I'm just listening to Julian Palmer. Sorry. So yeah, like no one's like, look at these laps completed. Lawson 31, Doan 33. God, Hamilton 32 laps, Tsunoda 36 laps, Hulkenberg 33, Antonelli 34, Berman 33. Like the race distance is what, 54 laps or something like that. So we're nearly gonna, we're over halfway to like race distance of testing. Like no one's really, and Lewis Hamilton's coming back out, no one's really having any issues, stuck in the garage. You've not seen anyone with the fucking, oh, look who it is! Gunshot for them! It's the girl who said practice is for losers! Look at her watching testing! Co-host, co-founder. If you want to come on, Tandy, you can. Just let me know. I'll send you a link. You said that. You said that, Tandy. Don't act like you've literally called me a loser for watching practice. Don't try it. I'll get the receipts out. But lovely to see you. Hope you're okay. Miss you, mate. But yes, Yuki Hive. We're live, we're out here. Big season for Yuki Tsunoda. I don't know what's going to happen with Yuki this season, man. After this season, I feel like it's a big year because obviously he's got a rookie in his team again in Isaac Hadjar. All intents and purposes, great driver, very talented. Someone said mini Yuki in the fact that he is not afraid to let the swearing go on radio, but yeah, obviously he's going to beat him. But then what happens after that? what happens after that, right? Like, he beats his teammate again. Maybe Lawson doesn't do as well. Will Red Bull finally put him into the big boy team? And I can't imagine that. I feel like if it was going to happen at some point, it would have happened already, right? Like, if it was going to happen, it would have been last season. I think last season was probably the closest Yuki Tsunoda's got to being upgraded, not upgraded, but promoted to the main team. That's not happened. And I just feel like now with Liam Lawson, I think they've got someone who is potentially relatively stable. We'll see what his performances are like throughout the season. You would hope that they're better than Perez. I think, the bar is in fucking hell for that one. But we'll see in terms of how it goes for Yuki. I hope he's able to get into the main team. Well, really and truly, what I'd hope for Yuki is that he's able to... I hope he's able to make a career outside of Red Bull. Let's say if there was a position that's going in another team, I would hope that he's able to kind of take his career elsewhere. I hope that he's not stuck in the Red Bull kind of churn for like the rest of his career. Obviously he won't be, but I hope that he is able to move on and make it, because I think he's a great driver. I think he's shown that last season. Oh, Liam Lawson going wide there at turn. Oh, going wide at turn. What's that, turn 10? Yeah, and I think we're seeing a lot of cars there. I think, pardon me, Jolien just saying we're seeing a lot of cars go off at that point. Lewis has gone off at that point several times as well. So yeah, we'll see. But no, hopefully, Alex Albon top by 0.001. 1,000th of a second separating Alex Albon on his medium tyres from Liam Lawson on hards. And we all know times in testing mean everything. Okay? If someone is quickest in testing, it guarantees that they're going to win the first race of the season, guys. We all know that. But no, I mean, it's insane. I'm just looking at all these cars. These cars are bulletproof. And I'm not really seeing any massive differences from last year, just in terms of how they look. So we'll see. But I mean, these cars are racking up lap times at the moment, racking up laps on track. And it's just mad how all these times are so fucking close to each other. The top 8 are separated by a second, right? Now, I'm not saying that means anything, but we don't know what people's power settings are on the engine. We don't know people's fuel. Obviously, we've got people's tires, but we know setups. We just don't know. For them to all be within a second of each other already, 2 hours in. It's not like this is the third day of testing. This is out of the fucking garage already. Bang, 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 bang. 30 laps. They had the aero rigs on for a couple laps and they're like, okay, fuck that. Straight into it. I remember periods of testing before where there would be no one on track. Fucking shutters up. We're just hoping for cars to be on track. And we're looking at these cars now, just pumping out laps. The only team you would say, even though they've done 30 laps, Mercedes. Now, obviously, Mercedes aren't 2.3 seconds slower, but clearly Mercedes are not are not showing anything in terms of like pace. Like they are really and truly, and I think Mercedes have always done that. Marique, feel like the commentators are equally flabbergasted. I genuinely like this is not normal. This is like for the cars to just be like on track, bang, and we're just going through lap by lap by lap by lap by lap as Lewis gets out of the way for Oscar Piastri there. Like what is this? I mean, I'm loving it. All these cars on track. Again, fingers crossed. Someone sticks on the soft tires before the end of this session. Like, please, someone stick on the soft tires before the end of this session. Praying for some soft tire action. But we'll see. Ryan Marsh getting full-time national, now he's jobless. Love it. Oh, can't believe I don't have a job. But yes, why not fill my time doing this, doing what I love? And it's really cool. It's definitely helping my mental health as I look for a job. I got like in between sessions today, like got to quickly look at the job market, look at LinkedIn, and then see, and then come back to this. But let's look at Lewis on this lap now. 2.268 off the fastest time set by Albon. Again, a little bit wide into 5, but again, I think he wasn't quite onto the apex there. But I mean, Julian Palmer just saying on commentary there that he might not just have it where he wants it set. But you have to remember, these are his first 2 hours and 15 minutes in this car. You know, like, and I just think like I think Beauty by City was saying it earlier, like this, like just for him to be able to put these cars in, to put these laps in, to have these times, I'm look for him to have a little bit of understeer, right? For him to not have a little bit of front end that he wants or maybe needs, I'll take that as he bails. And is he coming in? Yeah, he's coming in. I'll take that all day. You know, like just got a job thing that was done 44 minutes ago. Group HR business partner. Oh God, I don't want to work in HR. Lewis comes into place and back out again. Here we go. This is a replay of Jack Doan. What's happened here? We're gonna lock up. Ooh, wide, very wide there. Very, very wide there. Oh, and then nearly goes to the back of someone else. And here goes Lewis Hamilton. Has he gone wide on exit again at that corner? Oh, yes, yeah. That's turn 3. Or turn 4, sorry, yeah. Just going a little bit wide there. So, but yeah, I mean, like, I'll take Lewis Hamilton not having the setup completely where he wants it straight away. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's absolutely fine. It's one of those things where, you know, we'll see how it goes. Tej, it might be worth looking into. Well, that job. Yeah, I'll probably look into it. I'll look into it. I think it's not quite right for what I want, that particular one, because I am a specialist in HR and looks like a generalist role, and I don't want to do any of that shit. So, but yeah, 100%. Now I'm jobless. I could do this all fucking day. Who's gonna stop me? Ironically, I took annual leave. I'd requested annual leave for these 3 days, and then I got let go, and they said the playback thing. They meant my job. I was like, okay, Tej. I was like, okay, maybe I will look into it. But but yeah, they said you can have as much annual leave as you want, mate. Sling your rook. Fernando's, yeah. So I'm just listening to what Ted's saying. Okay, so Aston Martin happier with the car than they were last year. There's been a fair amount of time in the garage, but God, there's someone in Aston Martin that is caked up in those green trousers. I don't know who that is, but this guy in the corner of the Aston Martin garage is double cheeked up on a Wednesday afternoon. The sun is shining in Bahrain. Like, Jesus. Anyway, Aston Martin actually started quite well last year. They start quite well every season, to be fair. But if they're happy with the car, then I think they were challenging for podiums and stuff last year. In the beginning part of the season, whilst everyone was figuring their shit out. Something's just flown off. Something just flown off someone there. Is it flown off Alex Albon or flown off Liam Lawson? He's got to come in now, surely. Yeah, just flown off Liam Lawson. So let's see about Aston Martin. Aston Martin are. I am so interested to see what Aston Martin do next year. What are these guys doing next season? They've got to have Adrian Newey starts his job in 5 days' time, beginning of March, and he will obviously be starting on the 2026 car. Now it's obvious that he's probably already been thinking about it. And obviously he would have been thinking about it at Red Bull. I think they said, obviously, he's been on gardening leave, so he's not been allowed to have, some of the tools that he would use. And he'll be able to use those from the 1st of March. But even then, to be fair, Aston Martin would have started on the 1st of January. I think you're only allowed to start on the 2026 car now, 1st of January, but he obviously Adrian Newey doesn't start until beginning of March, so a little bit hampered there. But Adrian Newey car, Honda engine, Fernando Alonso, could they be the dark horses of the 2026 season? This testing session next year, I think, is going to be one of probably the most watched testing sessions ever this time next year. But it'll be really interesting to see. Ryan says the drivers are the issue. Do you think Fernando Alonso's not got it? You would expect it to be Fernando's last season. You would think it's going to be Fernando Alonso's last season next year, unless they get Max Verstappen. Then obviously, this year could be his last season. By all intents and purposes, it sounds like they tried to drop a billy on Verstappen, and that's obviously, he's got performance clauses in his contract where if that Red Bull isn't up to scratch this year, if it drops to below a certain pace, then obviously he's free to talk to other people. So we'll see. Not sure Honda's engine will be as good as Ferrari's or Mercedes. Honda's been good these last few years due to the engine freeze. Very true. Very, very true. Good point, Ali. When did he last help a team go forwards? Very true in that sense as well. But you've got Adrian Newey there. So let's see. But if anyone's going to be throwing money at it, it is Aston Martin. That's a little bit of a sideways whopper there from Lewis Hamilton, and I think it's good. Like, I'm happy to see stuff like that because it shows that he is pushing. So yeah, let's see. But yeah, Fernando. It'll be interesting. It's very clear that they want Max Verstappen, and I think that's going to be the narrative throughout the year. That if Red Bull kind of, have that period, like the 10 race winless streak where they were pretty much nowhere, although Verstappen obviously maximized the amount of points that he had, then yeah, I guess it'll be a case of us seeing where whether that move materializes. How hard does Lawrence Stroll push for Max Verstappen? And if he does, then we'll see. I'd be lost for words as well. Yeah, then we'll see. Because it would be a mad thing. It would be a mad thing if Verstappen does go to Aston Martin. Obviously we've seen Lewis go to Ferrari. That's a big move. I don't think it's as big a move in terms of stature and, that kind of breaking outside of F1 type of news, but it's news. Obviously, Verstappen leaving Red Bull, it's almost as if, it's akin to Lewis leaving McLaren and going to Mercedes, the kid kind of growing up in one environment. This camera on Mercedes, I swear to God, oh my God, actually makes me feel so nauseous. I hate it. Oh my God. Ugh. But yeah, sorry, they're talking about Lewis. Sorry, 2 seconds. Yeah, they're talking about why. Yeah, sorry, they're just talking about Antonelli and all of the testing that Antonelli's done. He's done a lot of testing, hasn't he? And this is like finally driving a 2025 car. So let's see. Again, quickest he's been so far today, around 6/10 off Albon. So I think they've finally turned the engine up a little bit on this, because obviously his quickest time before this was 2.3 seconds off the pace, even though he's done 30 laps or so. So let's see where this ends up this lap, into 8th, around 6/10 off. But it feels like the first real proper lap that they've put in that fucking in that Mercedes. So interesting to see there. I can't wait to see that kid perform. It's gonna be interesting. Let's see, they've got a replay here, and he's just big moment there going into turn 4. So yeah, interesting to see. Hour and a half to go in this session. Alex Albon, top of the timing sheets, 0.001 ahead of Liam Lawson. As we all know, testing times matter. My taking a driver camera view. Thanks, Debbie. Take care. I hate it. It makes me feel fucking sick. Like, genuinely makes me feel fucking nauseous. Like, I fucking hate it. Like, every time it comes on screen, I literally feel like I'm gonna yak it. But it's great, I guess, it's good getting that view, but I not for me. I fucking hate that camera. Big up everyone who's new into this. Thank you for watching. If you're watching, give this video a like. Much appreciated to everyone who's liked it. Everyone in the chat, much appreciated to you guys. New season is upon us. 2 weeks away. We've got a new season on our hands, and I'm excited. These cars look bulletproof. These cars look like, they've pretty much settled into pretty much what feels like a FP1 session. And if it's all as close as this in testing, then God knows what it's going to be like in fucking looking in Australia. And the thing is, like, morning. Love seeing me live. Thank you, Chaos Druid. Hello. Hi, mate. Who has looked fast in general? I know this isn't it, but I can't help myself. Honestly, like, I've not actually watched enough onboards to, like, see who looks like glued to the track. I've been trying to navigate this chat and this. I must say, when I was on board with the Mercedes, it did look relatively stable on that Antonelli lap, but then he went wide at turn 4. But then they've just been going quite steady. Hamilton's looked. Take care, Ryan. Have a great day at work. Quite envious, but no, have a great day at work. Ferrari have looked good. I mean, Lewis has looked good, but it does look like he's struggling with understeer. He doesn't quite have the front end, and you can see it when he's kind of going into corners, kind of like fighting the car in certain corners. I think he's the one who's been off most. I think it's turn, I can't remember which turn it is, but one of the long right-handers where it kind of goes off wide there. Obviously just onto runoff areas, but other than that, like, everyone's looked pretty much solid, if unspectacular. I've not seen anyone who's like, wow, this car looks really fucking quick, or this car looks incredibly quicker than anyone else. As you can see from the lap times, everyone's pretty much running this. I mean, is everyone running the same program? Like, I'd love to see, again, I feel like a bit of a fiend, and I know I keep asking, but I want to see some soft lap times. Like, that's what I want to see. Like, can we get some soft lap action? That's really like what I'm holding out for. So we'll see. We will see. But other than that, like, everyone looks pretty much stable, bro. Like, everyone looks like, like they're just fucking, they're rolling round. If, like I said, like, it just feels like a practice session. This doesn't feel like testing. And I think that's great, because, like I said, if they're this close now, then God knows how close they're going to be once we get to Australia. And again, this is the first session on the first day. Everyone's within a second of each other. No one's like... And again, these are 10 different teams. The reason why this is a bit mad is, like, these are 10 different teams running 10 different run plans. We've got different engines. We've got different, setups and whatever, ways of collating data. Having said all of that, we've got everyone within a second of each other, other than Haas, who are, 4 seconds off. But I still think Haas have completed a fair amount of laps as well. So, yeah. It just feels like God, like, 100%. This is going to be, I just think it's going to be a great session. It's going to be really interesting to see, like, with this testing, trying to extrapolate this data to try and figure out, like, who's where and who's doing well. But yes, I'm planning on live streaming all the practice sessions this week. I need to figure out, like, breakfast and lunch, So like I need to figure out what I'm gonna make myself for lunch. Maybe some pasta. I need to walk the dog as well. So maybe I'll walk the dog, get some food, come back. And then yeah, I'll be back for the afternoon session. And then we'll be back here for 12 to 4. We'll be back in. So and I'll be here Thursday and Friday as well. And then I was like trying to see like obviously trying to make some kind of like videos, maybe like not an F1 news video, but maybe just like a roundup video for those who aren't able to kind of tune in. But yeah, we'll see. First race length done. This looks great so far. Yeah. I can't believe with an hour and a half to go, we've already got race distances. So we're looking at drivers doing, maybe like 70 laps, 75 laps maybe, total this session at least. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Cooking, right. I've got this idea. Tell me if this is a good idea, right? I'm like, I really want to do it. And obviously like Australia's around the corner. And obviously also I am unemployed all the time in the world. So I've got this idea, right, where I'm going to cook. I'm going to do a cooking series of... I'm going to cook like the national dish or a dish from each racetrack that we go to. So obviously, like Australia coming up, I'm going to do like a video of like surf and turf. Right? So I'm maybe what I'll try and do in the commentary is try and get like F1 puns in there and stuff like that. But I think I'm going to do it. What I'm trying to figure out is, do I do it on YouTube and have it as like long form content, or do I do it on like TikTok, Instagram and have it as short form content? Or do I do it as both? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I think TikTok is better. Also easier to edit. Oh my God. Food video YouTube is so long to edit. You have no idea, especially when you've got multiple cameras. But I think TikTok. Oh, Mary saying YouTube. Who knows? I'm going to figure it out. I think Instagram and TikTok and Twitter, purely because I don't want people to think it's a food channel. You can work in like little things a bit easier in the edit. But I'm going to do it. I've been wanting to combine my love of food and F1 for a minute. And I think this is the idea. I might also do, on drivers' birthdays, a meal from their country. That's the other one. So yeah, like, 2 seconds. I just got a message. What do you want? Yes. So sorry, I just got a message there. YouTube long form and then chop it up into shorts. You know what? Maybe you're right. It's such a long edit. That's the only thing. It's such a long edit. I hate YouTube. Like YouTube food. I used to do YouTube food. Go check it out, Munch Club TV. It's such a long edit. And I don't know, even though I am unemployed, I don't know if I have the time. Basically. But I will try. I'm going to figure it out. We're definitely going to do it though. I do have a food channel, Munch Club TV. That's coming back this weekend. I'm going to be doing food content on there. Barry Hart's Do the Food. What a crossover. Bosh! So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's the idea. F1 food kind of crossover. Looking forward to that. So yeah, big up everyone who has liked the videos, much video. Big up everyone that's subscribed. We've hit 5,250. I think we've had like 250 subscribers in like the last month or so. So we're like, oh my God, why did no one tell me my lips were this dry? Guys, how could you guys not tell me my lips were that dry? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, that is bad. That was dry. Guys, please let me know if my lips are dry. Someone said once on a video that I need to get a sponsorship from Vaseline because my lips are so dry. I said, bitch! I can't believe it. Look, and that's fine. Thank you for not observing my lips. Nicole mentioned some traditional sweet balls as a traditional birthday thing. We'll try and find it. Yes, awesome. Baked sea bass with lemon. Yes, that's one of my favorite dishes. Sea bass. I can't wait. I need to do some sea bass this weekend, I think. 100%. Oh my God. What is going on? Right, back to the F1 now. Back to the F1. Yes, let's talk about the rookies. So, what rookies have we got in here? So we've got Bortoletto. We have Behrman. We have Antonelli. We have Hadjar. And we have Lawson, technically. Potatoes with skins on. I have tried it, Mary. It was good. I think I still prefer roast potatoes with the skin on. However, I have started making like wedges. And obviously skin on with that. Love that. The rookies. I think the rookie that's going to have the best... I think the best season also, like, obviously, you would expect Lawson or Antonelli. You know what? I'm going to do this now. Who's going to have a bet? You know what? Let's do a poll. And there was someone who mentioned memberships and shit earlier. I will get to that. Who is going to have the better rookie season? Antonelli, Lawson. Right, now the reason I've selected these two is because these two are both in top teams, right? Race-winning cars. Hadjar, Bortoletto, and Behrman are in cars which are 44 in the chat. My guys, love guys. That is a sign. These guys are in race-winning cars, right? So it would make sense that these two have the potential to win a race in their debut season. So it'll be interesting to see, who do you think is going to have the better season out of the two of them? I personally am going to back Antonelli purely because that Red Bull second seat is cursed, guys. Like, it's cursed. And I think Antonelli has got something about him. Sorry, just. And I think that the Mercedes, Antonelli's got more chance of winning a race in Mercedes than Lawson does in Red Bull, purely because if the Red Bull has a chance of winning a race, Max Verstappen is going to do it. Whereas with the Mercedes, George might be there and might not be there. I think OG Lundigo, you're right. Antonelli, is Lawson going to be able to fight with Verstappen? Especially if they're in for a championship. You know, we mentioned earlier Piastri and Norris going to be taking points off each other. Potentially Lewis and Charles going to be taking points off each other. Someone got the builder's crack out. So I think with Lawson, they're not going to let him take points off Verstappen. So for sure, I think Antonelli is probably going to end up. I wouldn't surprise me if Antonelli ended up with more points than Lawson, which would be interesting, especially if Verstappen is one of the front runners in the championship. But man, what story's going to be for Kimi, man, if he does get in? And it's, oh my God, I can see that fucking, could someone tell that fucking mechanic to get his crack off the fucking screen? Thank you. Can you fuck me? Like, why did they think like we would want to just look at that for so long? That's insane. Insane. Teddy Bongo, big up. I agree with Reggie London girl. Yeah, the strategy call. Second Red Bull is cursed. So it'll be interesting to see setup wise, strategy wise, just how much Lawson is able to like really kind of settle into the team and then obviously like affect the team and and so forth. I think they'll just be happy with someone who's like at least getting into Q3, someone that's like qualifying in the top 6-7 every race, bringing home solid points. If they just had someone that brought home solid points last season, they would have won the World Constructors Championship. Like, so it'll be really interesting to see. Funkmaster J, let's link up and build a Ferrari Lego car for your display cabinet. God, have you seen the price of Lego? My fucking God, Lego is so expensive. I was looking at buying it for someone's kid that I know, and I had a look and I was like, wowzers, that shit is so expensive. What the fuck? Them man have got Lego. Bruv, like, like when you're a kid, has Lego always been that expensive? Because the way we used to disrespect Lego back in the day, you would not know it cost that much. My goodness, the price on Lego literally took my breath away. I said, little man, you're going to have to deal with something else. Lego is not in your future with me this season. Hopefully next season, once I'm a full-time F1 content creator, like Tomo and them, man. Yeah, but no, they gentrified Lego. I think they did. Because they were not the prices back in the day. I'll tell you that for free. They have not finalised Monaco yet. I think they're meeting about that today. I think the World Motorsport Council's meeting today. It's Wednesday, no? I think it's today. So I think we'll get an answer on Monaco and whether Monaco is going to be more stops or not. They've got to do something. They just need to do like mandatory all 3 tyre compounds and yeah, have at it. Like, because even then it's not going to make any difference, to be honest. But like they've just got to do something about Monaco. Like, look, some people love it. I hate it. I've hated it for years. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. I genuinely don't care. Like, Monaco makes me so upset every time I think about it because it's such a waste of my time. Sunday afternoon, you sit down, you watch all of the build-up, you watch Like, you're there for like an hour and a half before the race starts, watching build up. You sit down, you might have watched some F2 racing, which is actually quite good racing. You might watch F3 racing, actually quite good racing. Why? Cars are smaller, not as powerful, easier to overtake. You then get to F1. The build-up, razzmatazz, celebrities, grid walk. It's one of the most advertised races for F1 all fucking year. And then what? And then what? What'd you get after that? Fuck all. Literally a procession. Tion McDonald. Guys, Miami's overtaking it. Vegas is overtaking it. They don't, you know what? They don't even do business at Monaco anymore. Like they used to do business at Monaco. They don't even do that anymore. They do that in Miami. So for me, I just don't really get the point of Monaco. Other than like clinging to tradition, clinging to what we always do. But it's pointless. It's not a race. I feel embarrassed because they bring people who never watch Formula One. They like advertise this race and then people watch it and they're like, wait, so these cars can't even fucking overtake each other? Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? I just don't get it. I don't get it. I hope it's off the calendar. Spa, look, if they're willing to get Spa off the calendar, if they're willing to, we don't have a race in Germany, Nürburgring, gone. Hockenheim, gone. They're rotating races which are classics. So why is it impossible to think that Monaco could be taken off the calendar? I find it mad that people can't even fathom the thought that Monaco could leave. Honest to God. I really it just doesn't make sense to me. But let's see. I don't know if you're still in this chat, Lesego, but I'll give you your shout out. But you were there 37 minutes ago. Lesego said something actually quite mean. And she said that I should bring back the 5 dreads, aka my last haircut. And that was disrespectful. Okay. Everyone's very disrespectful with me. I've realized. No one's like that with Tandy. But with me, everyone wants to crack jokes. Okay. That's fine. Do you guys not think I have feelings? Like yesterday, people were like, get rid of the dangly earring. Who are you? Let me live. Relax. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, big up to you. Get me to Barcelona. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? From Twitter, remind that Lewis is the only driver in this session driving with a completely new power unit. So I imagine not completely acclimatized to the torque delivery on corner exits. This is what I was trying to say. And probably why he's going wide as well. Thank you, Mary, for having my back. Yeah, I think Lewis, the fact that Lewis has not had a massive off, or we've got some flow biz. Oh, let me charge my phone. We've got some flow biz here on the Red Bull. Oh my God, I'm trying to get this charger out. Oh, Can you guys still see me? Because I cannot see you. Oh, God. Boom. Right, let me go. Can you? Oh. Are we still here? Are we still here? Are we still here? Am I back? I'm back! Boom! Sorry. Boom. I'm back! Oh! I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened there. But we're back. Jesus. What a scary proposition that was. Being without you guys. Hey? Oh. My God. My God. Yes. Ferrari. God, guys. How good has the Ferrari admin been? Is the sound all good? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah? All good? Your sound is gone. Sound is gone. I'm back again. Awesome. Right. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I was wondering, like, it's on my mic there. It's on my mic there. That's on. Oh, we're back. How good has the Ferrari admin been? Oh my God. Oh! Bellissimo! Bene! Oh my God. So good. So good. Like, I always mention, like, my friend Athena, she said they met Lewis Hamilton where he is. And I think it's incredible how they've celebrated Lewis, how they've made us excited, how they built it up. That little, you know, when they were just doing those little silent fucking little things, like, you know, with the restaurant and the name changes and stuff like that, to like how they're shooting the fucking everything cinematic, but even like the color grading, you know, and like the little film overlays. Oh my God. As someone who edits videos and makes content, like, I've got such an appreciation for how thought out they've done it. You know what? The head of content management at Ferrari liked one of our videos the other day, talking about how well their content's been delivered, like, over winter, which is really cool. So I hope they know that. I hope they know that they really did an incredible job. Like, and we were starved at that other team. Starved. Like, and you know what? Like, whoever is, like, they are stealing a living. And I know they've got, like, the Mercedes brand aesthetic is different to the Ferrari one, but what we got out of Mercedes was disgusting, especially in the last season. Lewis's last season, like, the lack of content was unreal. The fact that we had to keep begging them to post when he had fucking when he broke records. Do you remember that time where he was on the he got a sprint podium and then George got a podium and they were like, oh, our first podium of the season, and we were like, well, Lewis got a podium, and they're like, well, that's just the plaque. They didn't. That doesn't count. And we had, and I think they ended up getting like so blasted that they had to take it back and be like, oh no, we appreciate it. Lewis, fucking, don't piss me off. Ferrari, I mean, watching the Team LH creators for sure. They're new to us, but they're noticing. I think they definitely are. I think they definitely are. It definitely feels like it feels like I've been, some of the likes that we've got and interactions, I've definitely felt as if we're kind of being not watched but acknowledged, which is cool. I think that's cool. We were never acknowledged once by Mercedes, you know, which is fair, but to have that acknowledgement from someone within Ferrari straight away was really cool. Like really, really fucking cool. Like I really enjoyed that. So yeah, I feel like yeah, the content this year. Oh man, imagine! I'm really excited to see what they do with like race day. I mean, obviously, look, they're gonna get loads of content today as we're into the final. Oh, first big moment. Lawson, oh God, what happened there? Those, yeah, he needs to get in there. Can't park there, mate. You cannot park it there. Nearly went into the gravel trap. Oh, look who it is. Is that a helmet? But yeah, I'm just waiting for a replay of this off from Liam Lawson. Let's see if we can get, are we going to get a replay of this? Here we go. Let's go. So it's down the start finish straight. Are we going into turn one? Okay, all good there. Oh! Did not expect it to be there. It's like as he went onto the power and like went onto the curbs, puts the power on, and bang! Yeah. He's just tried to... Yeah, he definitely got a bit greedy there, didn't he? Oh, God, yeah, God. Yeah, God, that was a bit. I don't think I've seen anything like that. To be honest, here we go again. So let's watch this. Bang. Yeah, boom. Yeah. Yeah, he just hit the curb there. So I'm just listening to the commentators, guys. Sorry, 2 seconds. Yeah, interesting. It did feel like it hit the corner. And then, and here we go, quick pit stop. No Callum there, of course. But yeah. Wow. That was, what a weird off to have there. Weird off. Yes, track is busy into the last hour. Are we gonna get some soft tire running? Guys, give it to me. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. I just need some soft tire running, guys. Right, sorry. Someone mentioned before memberships. I will be putting a membership on maybe for tomorrow, of like a basic like $2.99 membership. Obviously, like we've got the Patreon, and that got slacked last year. The Patreon is basically, I'm going to strip that down, and that's going to be, if you want an ad-free audio and video stream, that will be the Patreon. We can't do it on YouTube, so they're going to have to be two separate things. And obviously, with the pod deal that we've got, they want like every 20 minutes, there's going to be like 3 adverts playing. So Patreon's going to be there for ad-free stream. I don't know if there's going to be any extra content offered there. So I think I'm going to strip that back. And then we're going to have here probably, again, a $2.99 level where it's, obviously like emotes, prioritize chats, obviously turning super chats on and stuff like that. I don't want to commit to like any extra perks at the moment. So I think it's just going to be one tier. If you want to support, you can support. I don't want to commit to any bigger tiers at the moment because at the moment I'm still looking to, I need to figure out, obviously this is how it is now. Obviously once I get a job, how much capacity would I have for extra content and stuff like that? But for sure, we are going to definitely offer membership. That's going to start tomorrow, I think. And I definitely want to build up and have like perks for members, like you say, like streams, and merch and stuff like that. So yeah, that's definitely going to happen. So keep an eye out for that, and obviously if you do want to support, that'd be awesome. And we'll go from there. But yeah, it's an interesting time for Quick Stop for sure. I feel like obviously we're stripped down again. Obviously no Chris and Tasha anymore, which sucks. But yeah, I think I'm like, I'm looking forward to like just kind of pushing the boundaries of what we do here as much as possible, and kind of using this as a way to stay healthy and on the straight and narrow. So yeah, hopefully we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But here we go. We're watching Jack Doan in the Alpine. He's definitely Antonelli top 0.145 quicker than Albon. Right, you're trying to sync up with me. I've got 52.34 on my stream if you want to sync up with me. By the time the season starts, I should have a TV up there and I will be reporting live, other than obviously like whatever latency there is on here. But yeah, I mean, this is only, I think I'm like a couple minutes. I don't know how it works with like, this is where I am, but then obviously what I'm saying, and anyway, hopefully that works out. But yeah, what's Doan got for us here? Nothing good whatsoever. That's 4 seconds slower. So yeah, but yeah, anyway, hopefully, I think I finished what I was saying with Quick Stop. But yeah, like it's gonna be a cool season. I think I'm really happy with like how people are reacting to the news show with the wig. I didn't know how that was gonna come, how people were gonna react to that. I want to do more comedy sketches like we did with the Abu Dhabi interview sketch that we did yesterday. I want to do like the cooking show or cooking content. I want to do the fucking, I just want to do more. I think we're the best platform. And I think it's been this cool little thing that we've had for 4 years between us lot in the chat right now. It's been our little thing that we have. And I think this year, I want to grow, and I want to, I see the numbers that Cam gets, I was like, I want that. Like, I think, me and Cam talk all the time. I think I'm better than Cam, like, so I want more numbers than Cam. So yeah, that's the plan this year, to try and get as many subscribers as possible, try and get this as big as possible. Antonelli. Um, Antonelli is fast. I said when I looked at that Mercedes, when I was looking at it online, it definitely felt quick. It felt quick, like not quick, but it felt stable. When he was doing his lap, I'd love to get some more onboards on the Mercedes. I think that's the thing. Like normally, like I'd love to get some more onboards, like just so we can look at cars, how the drivers are reacting. It feels like they're going to like onboards for like 5 seconds and then cutting off again. And I'd love to just see how the cars are going. Let's see what Alex Bond was saying. Look, Cam is very eloquent. Let's say that. I wouldn't put any weight on Antonelli looking fast. So most interested, I'm looking rapid. Promise you, I'm gonna be. What is this number that is texting me? Oh, that is pointless. Look, I think Mercedes, of course, they want to look good. They want to look fast. It will be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see how it. I'm just, again, sorry to sound like a fucking geek, but I cannot get over how smoothly this is going for everyone. This is crazy. Like, no one's had any car ground to a halt. Everyone seems to be happy with their cars relatively. The rookies aren't, doing anything ridiculous. Lawson, obviously, aside, but like OG London Girl said, these things happen with rookies. You got to give them grace. Ooh, missed the apex there from Doan. So for me, I don't know. I just feel like this is making me feel as if the races are going to be super fucking super what do you call it? Super close. It feels like everyone's really converged at this point into like solid reliability, solid pace. I can't see everyone being separated by too much once we get to January. Once we get to Australia in March. Let's see how it goes. Mary, Merc and Red Bull midfield this season. I think so. I think so. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. You know what? You just don't know. You just don't know, how everyone's going. But I'm just not. Yeah, I'm not seeing. Normally, I guess we'll see over day 2, day 3, right? But normally, there'll be like a couple of teams who are doing like really. You feel like, oh, this car looks really good. This looks really well. Then you've got like everyone else doing okay, and you've got like a couple of teams doing shite. And there's just none of that. there's just none of that. I mean, it'll be interesting to see Behrman put in like a time of some sort before the end of the session. But yeah, I'm just fascinated by this. Like, absolutely fascinated by just like how smoothly the first 3 hours and 15 minutes has gone in testing. And yeah, I think it bodes well for the season. I think it's bodes well for the season. Now you said it's running smoothly, something will happen. Someone will plant the car. Stroll is still shit. Look, yes, okay, there is that. But what I would say is that apparently coming out of Aston Martin is that the car seems pretty stable and they're pretty happy with it. Apparently they're happier with it this year than they were last year. So, you know, let's see what Lance Stroll has for us, you know? God, let me tell you now. What am I going to get for lunch? What am I going to get for lunch? Because I'm starving. I can't believe I have 2 more days of this. Oh my God. We've been here for 3 hours and 15 minutes. This is easily the longest I've ever live streamed. Like, cannot believe it. Cannot believe it. Mary, I think you said like you want me to do the rest, like the last day in the wig. No way. No way. No fucking way. There's no way I could maintain character in a wig for 4 hours. That is impossible. Impossible. But we'll see. If you're still basing money, go grab yourself a Fat Pat for lunch. Hot honey chicken sub. I've never. Was it Fat Pats? Fat Pats. Where's Fat Pats? Manchester. Fat Pats, Manchester. Where is it? Oh, it's in town. Oh, I've walked past Fat Pats. Oh, is it closed? It's open at 11 a.m. Yeah, I've walked past Fat Pats a number of times. I'm going to try it out. But it's in the town centre. And I am in South Manchester. So I think I'm going to get some shawarma. I don't want Taco Bell. I don't want Taco Bell. KFC would be good, but no. I'm going to get some shawarma, I think. And because there's a shawarma shop. I can go walk the dog, get some shawarma, come back, boom. Nothing long. No long ting, no prisoners. So yeah, let's see. But with 42 minutes, is anyone going to go on the soft tyres, guys? Is someone going to appease me? Someone's got to appease me. Surely just get on the soft tyres, guys. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Just one run on the soft tyres. Like, what's the soft tyre run between friends, guys? You know? What is a soft tyre run between friends? That's all we can ask for. As Tsunoda comes across the line. I think someone else mentioned it earlier. Definitely the most beautiful car on the grid. Maybe Ferrari, but in terms of livery, I love this car. It feels quite old school. The V carb. I'm a big fan of it. Big fan of it. I think it's gorgeous. And Yuki Hive, we're out here. You know? What more could you want? Yuki Tsunoda in a gorgeous car. I'm a simple man. Life's simple pleasures. They get me. You know? I know people for delivery at the moment, via delivery, they're having issues with collection. I think it's because they've got too many people at their fucking... There's too many people. Like, it was fucking crazy when I went past it. But yeah, I'm going to go for a walk and get some shawarma. Make a stir fry. I'm not cooking. Oh my God. I'm not cooking. I'm not cooking till tonight. I might put something in a slow cooker, actually. It's a good trick. Oldest rookie Alonso back on track. Interesting they don't speak about his age. Never. Always Lewis, like 40 years old this, 40 years old that. Fernando Alonso is old as shit. Still there. And that's to be respected, you know? But let's have it right here. He's the oldest driver on the grid by some distance. So I don't think Lewis's age should be a factor in his driving or anything, because it's never mentioned with Alonso. And look, I think it's good that like the longer Alonso's there, the longer it shows, okay, you know, it definitely means Lewis can stay for a bit longer. I've got no issues with that. I hope Alonso stays. I wouldn't mind to see Alonso in a. I'd love to see Lewis and Fernando both in cars that are regularly challenging for wins, because I just think that racing and that storyline, I think that's money. Like, that's Formula One. Hamilton versus Alonso for the title. Ferrari, Aston Martin. Like, I think that's like, that's movie-like proportions of storytelling, of narrative. Fernando finally getting a race-winning car after being in the wilderness for all these years, most of it his fault. You know, you've also got like, who else? Fucking Lewis, obviously, going to Ferrari, searching for the 8th, 9th, obviously. You've got, you know, Aston Martin, the heritage, Lance Stroll, Ferrari, again, the heritage, not won a driver's title since 2007. You know, just the battle between Fernando and Lewis, you know, like you say, Mary. First race, Lewis smoked Alonso in 2007. Alonso, for all his faults, is a fair racer, 100%. I think he's probably the hardest but fairest racer on the grid. Defensively, it's always long trying to get past Fernando Alonso, but he's always fair. I'll give him that. I'll give him that for sure. CBD come dine with me says Kimi's going to run rings around Russell. Whoa, run rings. That is a very definitive statement. I like it though. I like it. I like that a lot. Mohsin, Alonso doesn't deserve a race-winning car. You know he's going to do some dick dastardly stuff on the road to get one over Lewis. Guy will sacrifice his own race to beat Lewis. Look, I'm not saying that it's going to be pretty, but as a content creator in this space and as a lover of the sport, as we all are, sat here watching testing, I think we all know full well that is like money. Oh my God. That is going to be an incredible race. Guys, I'm going to get some water. One other thing I need to buy on my lunch break is a big water bottle as well. Definitely need to get a water bottle. 100%. Right, I'm going to get some water. 2 seconds. Sorry about this.